Hi everyone, this is a quick impromptu video that I'm just pulling together, bit of a brief one, just on the news that has come out in the UK media today that the government in the UK have announced that like France they will be banning the sale of internal combustion engine vehicles from 2040. So what this means is that from 2040 only electric cars will be sold in the UK. So this will get quite a lot of attention, but the fact is that we should be in a situation where electric vehicles are going to far outweigh the sales of internal combustion engines long before 2040. You should find that the economics of such, and there's been lots of research done into this, is that with the falling price of batteries for electric vehicles, what that means is the cost of electric vehicles is going to be coming down and down over the next 10 years, and there is going to be a tipping point, and that's kind of expected within the next 10 years, where it will be cheaper to buy an electric vehicle than it would be to buy a petrol or a diesel. So it's going to happen. Economies of scale and just, you know, the market as a whole is going to push that. Challenges that's going to mean is obviously charging infrastructure. So I'm currently supercharging my Model X here in Leeds, just outside the Village Hotel in Leeds. There are only 2 stalls here, and I felt quite lucky as I just arrived. There was a Model S just leaving. They've got a Model X just parked next to me, and there's a Model X that's just about 6 or 7 spaces down that arrived about 3 or 4 minutes after I did, and they're now waiting for a space to come available. This is the kind of situation that we all want to avoid, and Tesla are investing a lot into their network, but what that unfortunately means is at the moment the chap about 50 feet from me is having to wait to charge his car. The infrastructure is the key to all this. You know, selling electric vehicles is fine. If there's nowhere to charge it, that's when there's going to be a problem. And charging infrastructure is kind of a big issue at the moment. And whilst Tesla are to go on their own to try and do this kind of thing, then it's going to need governments and the other car manufacturers all to kind of pull together and have universal charging infrastructure that everyone can use. Anyone that's got an EV at the moment will know that in the UK you've probably got 3 or 4 different organisations that or private companies that do kind of charging infrastructure. Now, a lot of them you can use an app, or you might have to order an RFID card, which I think you have to do in London, which is frankly a bit of a pain. But you've got to know which one you're using for which charging point. So using a website like ZapMap is really good. I recommend that if you're looking to get an EV, whether it's a Tesla or something else, then have a look at ZapMap, because it lists all the different charging points across the UK, all the different companies. It tells you which company operates which charging points, if there's a cost to it, if it's free. It's a really useful resource. However, we need to have infrastructure in the UK where you're not having to worry about having the right card or the right app. It should be easy to use for and universal to all. And if there's a charging, if there's a cost for charging your vehicle, that needs to be clear. That needs to be clear, and it needs to be set broadly throughout the country, so people frankly know where they stand. At the moment, it's a little bit of a free-for-all, and that makes things quite awkward. So it'd be, it's important that this gets done, and it gets done properly a long time before 2040, because people are buying EVs now, and they need to make sure that that actually works for people. I hope you enjoyed that video. Just a quick one. I just thought it'd be interesting just to kind of talk about this. Obviously it's in the news in the UK quite a lot. As always, happy to hear your comments. Where would you like to see charging infrastructure in the UK? Where do you think it would work best? and always happy to hear kind of your thoughts on that. As always, if you're interested in potentially looking at buying a new Tesla, then get in contact with me via Twitter at TeslaGuyUK, and you're more than happy to use my referral code, which will get you £750 off the cost of a new Tesla and free supercharging for life. Otherwise, I'll speak to you soon on some more videos. We've got some more ready to do, and they should be coming out in the near future, so I'll see you again soon.